Today I want to talk about 5 things that you can do to help start the school year off on a positive note to make your first week much easier on you and to help build those relationships with your students. Hi, I'm Christy. I'm a middle school science teacher with over 20 years experience in the classroom, and I love helping other teachers empower their students to take ownership of their learning. Tip number 1, have something fun for the students to do the first day. Most teachers focus on rules the first day. And here's the thing, when the students come back, they're gonna wanna see their friends, socialize. They're gonna wanna get to know you a little bit, get to know the layout of the school. And the last thing they're gonna be thinking about is rules. With all the other teachers doing the rules, you'll wanna do something different. You'll wanna do something that's going to get them up and moving, because the last thing that they're gonna wanna do also is sit the whole entire day. So I like to have a quick, fun activity, a teamwork challenge. And I have all my stuff prepped up the day before, and I also have extras prepped ready to go, because in this challenge, they're gonna be using rubber bands that are attached with string, 4 strings, and they're gonna be doing little challenges like stacking cups. And there's always some rubber bands that break. So to help me out and to make sure I'm ready to go, to make it all run smoothly, I have everything prepped, ready to go for easy pass out. And again, I have the extras. Tip number 2 is to create your PowerPoint presentation for the day and have it make sure that not only is it going to include the different activities you're going to be doing, but you'll also want to put in all the different parts of it so that way it can go nice and smoothly. You'll want to open up any other presentations that you're going to be using so it's ready to go, and that way that whole entire day runs smoothly. You know what you're doing. If you have any checks for understanding, put those into the presentation. If you have any check-ins, put those into the presentation. So that way it's all there ready to go. Tip number 3, think about what the students are going to be seeing the first time they enter your classroom. Now, I always consider the very front of the classroom prime real estate. So what will you have on your boards for prime real estate? For me, it's a little fun introduction. I made a little picture of myself. So I have my name, I have my pronouns. I also have right here ways to help my students feel welcomed into the classroom and what we're gonna focus on the most. And in my classroom, the biggest thing we focus on is building relationships, student responsibility, student ownership, and claim evidence reasoning. I also have here the agenda of what we are going to be doing that day, so they have a clear idea of what to expect, and I welcome them with what they're to do in the beginning, again, having my name and my pronouns. Tip 4. You'll want to have all your papers for the week printed out ahead of time. So doing this during your teacher prep days is an excellent way to get ahead for the week. With that first week, you should be focusing on building your relationships, getting to know your students, and having to go to the copier and spend your time doing copies before after school is not the best use of your time. So I like to have everything I'm gonna do for the week, all the papers I'm gonna be using, printed out, ready to go and organized. So here's all the papers that we'll be putting into our interactive notebook. I have my syllabus for my different classes. Everything's ready to go and organized. For my last tip, think about how you want the students to feel when they're in your classroom. I like to have these little inspirational quotes on their table ready to go. I use them for not only A-B partners, but for things like numbered heads or four corners, and we use the different colors for that. I also like to have a quote of the week to inspire them. I have a when you enter this classroom poster, and then at the back of the room, since we're focusing on student ownership and helping them understand that failure is part of the process of succeeding, I also have my famous failures board here. So again, different ways to welcome my students, inspire them, and let them know that in this classroom, not only are they welcomed, but I am here to help empower them and take ownership of their learning, and I care about them.
Thank you for watching another Adventures in ISTEM and Beyond video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more Adventures in ISTEM and Beyond videos. For more ideas on how to incorporate science, technology, and skills for life into your classroom, go to adventuresinistem.com.